Jay's Grocery has a fresh meat market and a produce aisle like no other. Jay's carries all household needs, including dog and cat food, cups, paper plates, drinks, famous brand names arriving daily at a fraction of the cost. You know, you just never know what you'll find at Jay's. Find out for yourself. Jay's is open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 7, Friday and Saturday, 8 to 8, closed on Sundays. Jay's Discount Grocery, 671 Oak Street in Forest City. Shop Jay's and walk out with a pocket full of savings.
Welcome to All Things Rutherford, here 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB Rutherfordton. Now here's your host, Todd and Tracy.
And an absolute good morning. Good Wednesday morning to you here. Hump day. That's right. 2 minutes after. No, it's see, this is throwing me off. It's 7:02 over here.
Yeah, I don't
7
like
o'clock
when,
over here.
I don't like
Come
when you
on
look
now.
at 1 clock and it's one.
It's one
Then you
thing
look at
to do,
another one and
know.
it's
like
another
I'm-
time.
It's like I'm time traveling or
Yeah,
something.
in a
Hello
way,
and
we
good
kinda
morning
are.
on this Wednesday morning, September the 13th. Hope you're having a great Wednesday morning so far. It's what a storm that came through yesterday afternoon.
Wow.
It like dumped 14 buckets of water
Yeah.
in 10 minutes and was done.
I was just still here and it started thundering and lightning
That
and
was
raining
crazy.
sideways and this way. And I thought, you know something, I'm going to stay right here till the storm
I had to
passes.
walk over and get a computer from the Crawford building, which is right next to us. By the time I walked back and fixed it, I couldn't take it back because it was raining so
I know,
hard.
it was pouring.
It absolutely poured. And then, 15, 20 minutes later, sun was shining.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
well, here you go.
It just gives us not a little, but a lot at one time, and then it just passes on by.
Crazy how that does that. Of course, the old saying is, if you don't like the weather around here, just
Yep,
stick around.
stick around.
It'll change, I promise you. Anyway, good morning, Wednesday, September the 13th. We're looking currently at 65 degrees outside under clear skies. Beautiful. Clear. I still forgot to get up and see if I could see the comet this morning.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about
The
the
green
comet.
comet.
I went to bed last night I think I fell asleep at 8:30.
You know, I usually, 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm usually into bed.
Yeah.
Well, I was into bed, but usually asleep.
Yeah.
I don't think I went to sleep till almost 10 o'clock last night. Just laid there and just me and my wife talked, and we were watching Halloween Wars. She loves those bacon
Oh.
shows on television,
Yeah.
and we got to watching those, and I think I finally dozed off. She was reading a book or something, and I was goofing around with something. I don't know. Helped Canyon yesterday afternoon. He got stuck on he was changing the shocks on his car.
Uh-huh.
So I was going to go cut grass, and he's like, "Help me, Daddy."
Oh.
I was like, "Okay."
You're never too old
I
to
was
yell
like-
for daddy.
I was like, "What do you need?" He's like, "Can't figure out how to get to this shock bolt. I'm going to have to drop the exhaust. I'm going to have to take the heat shield off. I don't want to do none of that." And so what did I do?
You did it for
I
him.
dropped the exhaust and took the heat shield off.
Just
it was
just like a good daddy.
he thought it was a more involved process. He didn't realize that these things have these little rubber hangers,
Right.
and you can just slip them right off.
Well.
And the exhaust will drop enough to where you can get up in there and work with it.
Mm-hmm.
And the heat shield was just held on like 3 bolts. So I
Oh.
said, you were thinking this was all an involved, long, complicated process.
But you know what you're teaching him? You're just teaching him how to, when he has kids,
Exactly.
they'll be hollering on him, "Hey, Daddy, will you come out here and fix this for me?"
Nope, call you Grandpa.
That's it right there.
can you
Grandpa
come
do
over-
anything.
Can you come over here and help me? So, once I got that off, I had to help him break his shock loop. It was in a weird spot. Of course, I'm stronger than he is, so I broke it loose, got the bolt out, and he was good to go. So he got it all back together. And
Oh, good.
he said, "My car sets up 3 inches higher." It's a 2011, had the original Nissan shocks on it, and they were collapsed. It would just go.
So let me ask you this. He's got a Nissan.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a Nissan.
Mm-hmm.
And my Nissan kind of sits low. And
Oh,
it actually will
see,
scrub
here-
sometimes
here
when
we
I come
go.
out of somewhere.
Like if you hit a bump.
Well, I mean, not even hitting a bump. Just if you go pull
Probably need
out.
shocks and struts.
Well, I mean, it's. You think?
That's what he had to do. His
It just sets low. I
his-
mean, I'm short and it sets low.
his would hit a bump and it would bounce for 2 miles. It'd be like,
Mine don't really bounce. It just scrubs
well,
when you come out of somewhere.
It could be your driving habits.
Well, I'm gonna. In defense of me, the car sets too low.
You've also been known to hit stationary yellow objects.
What about-
I'm just saying.
How about that weather out there, Todd?
It's beautiful. Broadcasting live this morning from the 82nd floor of the Isothermal Tower Complex, Building B. If you'll see Ricardo in the lobby, he will shuttle you right up to us, and you'll find us on the 82nd floor, Suite B, and that'll be the Blue Room. Here's something coming up that you might be interested in. Join us for a presentation by former Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Scheller. His presentation will be on the need for moral courage. That'll be held October the 6th at 7 p.m. at the Spindale House, 119 Tanner Street in Spindale. Tickets are $20 per person. Seating is limited. Tickets are available at Dive Bomber Antiques there. Stuart Scheller, he's a former Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Marine Corps, author of Crisis of Command, professional public speaker, political advocate. He's been seen on The Jocko Show, Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Mike Huckabee. He has resigned from the Marine Corps to rank of Lieutenant Colonel after witnessing a poorly planned and executed Afghanistan withdrawal. We've heard all about that, and he's going to talk about that. He has 5 deployments, military deployments: Ramadi, Iraq; Paktika, Afghanistan; Ghazni, Afghanistan. 3 military awards. He's been awarded the Meritorious Service Medal 3 times, the 3-time Navy Commendation, 2 times Army Commendation with V for Valor, Bronze Star, and a Combat Action Ribbon. And them things on his chest right there, boy, he's got a stack of them. I'm telling you.
That's going to be a good little.
Go out and see him. You can get in contact. For more questions, you can contact 392-1944. So, yeah, there's that. Coming up in October, so it'd be interesting to go just to see that, just to listen to what he has to say. We left billions and billions of dollars worth of equipment in Iraq when we withdrew, just basically handed them over to the Iraqi government there, well, to the Taliban, basically. But
makes you wonder about things, don't it?
Makes you wonder. Sly, Tweety. Good morning, Todd and Tracy. Sly
morning,
riding around in
Sly.
the Tweety mobile. There's Chad Medford checking in. Chad hadn't been in Albania lately.
I know.
He must have took a break from that.
He must have got tired and moved away.
Yeah, he must have stopped doing the taxi service over there. I have to get back in touch with him, see how his taxi service in Albania is going. I know he used to go over there and on the weekends, especially like cultural celebrations over there, he'd make a killing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was
Chad Medford, he's a mess.
He would make like $4 million of their dollars, and it turned into like $50. I mean, so that's great. I mean, he was doing really good. 8 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's get started with our Wednesday morning call around report, shall we? We don't want to keep you folks in suspense any longer. We're going to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department first, and you'll do that after you hear Chronicles of the Old West with Dakota Livesay.
On September 15, 1858, the Butterfield Overland Stage Company began its first trip from St. Louis to San Francisco. Although the stages contained passengers, its purpose was to deliver mail between the West Coast and the eastern regions of the United States. The company's motto was, "Remember, boys, nothing on God's earth must stop the United States mail." And it was the mail, not the passengers, that the stage drivers protected. The passengers were packed inside with only about 18 inches of seat space and less legroom. The only protection from the elements was a flapping curtain. They would freeze when it was cold, roast when it was hot. And then there was the ever-present dust on the 3-week trip. Toilets? Well, there was the occasional bush. And baths were practically non-existent. Meals were barely edible, and they weren't included in the price of the stage ticket. Although there were far fewer robberies and encounters with Indians than the movies portray, there was another ever-present hazard: the stagecoach driver. He was the pilot, flight attendant, and tour guide. He had to fight semi-broke horses, navigate roads that comprised of 2 ruts, and face, unprotected, whatever weather that was thrown at him. As a result, he was rude, profane, and often drunk. The Butterfield Overland Mail Company lasted 10 years. It was replaced by the Transcontinental Railroad. Now the only thing passengers had to worry about was soot and hot ashes covering and burning their clothes. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
10 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Wednesday morning, going first to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department, starting off our morning call-around report. With us this morning is Deputy Aida. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Still can't do that, sir. You'll just have to forgive me.
No, you're fine.
Still can't roll his R's.
Still can't roll in ours. I'm just an old Southern boy.
I can't roll mine either, so I'm not going to say a word.
We didn't learn that in my school. What do you have for us this morning, Deputy?
I was unable to get the calls for service this morning, but seems like they had a busy last 24 hours. The jail processed 10 arrests and is housing a total of 172 inmates. For incident reports, we have Robert Meeks reported a break-in and entering and larceny, and Brendel Owensby reported a break or entered a motor vehicle. That's all we have for incident reports. For arrest reports, Tyrone Baxter from Proctor School Road, Mooresboro, was arrested and served with a child support warrant, was given a $200 secured bond. Christopher Hoyle from Hudlow Road, Forest City, was arrested and charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Joshua McCombs from 64 Highway, Ruffton, was arrested and charged with assault on a female. Samantha Drum from Bostic Sunshine Highway, Bostic, was arrested and charged with assault and battery, was given a written promise to appear. Christopher Barnett from Barkley Drive, Mooresboro, was arrested and charged for assault on a female and assault and battery, was issued a written promise to appear. Lauren Hefner from Mount Lebanon Church Road, Bostic, was arrested and charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Amber Sensbo from Church Street, Spindale, was arrested and charged with a failure to appear on a misdemeanor, given a $500 secured bond. Dominic Reynolds from Big Springs Avenue, Forest City, was arrested and charged for failure to appear on a misdemeanor, given a $1,000 secured bond. And Joshua Allen from Island Creek Road was arrested and charged for failure to appear on a misdemeanor, was issued a $500 unsecured bond, and that's all I have for you today, sir.
David, I really appreciate the report. Didn't even have a microphone on there. I was trying to talk to you. You wasn't going to hear me no way. But we appreciate that report and hope you have a wonderful day. Most of all, be safe.
Yes, sir. You do the same.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Deputy Aida with the report from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. Going to move over to the 911 Communications Center, find out what's happening over in that world of communications, fire, rescue, ambulance, 911, police, all that good stuff like that. See if we can get someone on the phone this morning. 15 minutes after 7 o'clock, 65 degrees outside on this Wednesday morning.
Communications there.
Good morning. It's Todd, WCAB. You ready to do the report this morning?
I am.
What do you have for us this morning?
In the past 24 hours, Rutherford County 911 Communications has processed 421 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 53 calls for EMS. For law enforcement, there were 198 calls for the Sheriff's Office, 53 for Forest City, 2 for Lake Brewer, 28 for Rutherfordton, and 66 for Spindale. So for fire calls, Bostic responded to a power line fire. Green Hill responded to a motor vehicle accident. Hubble responded to a motor vehicle fire. Hubble responded to a power line fire. Lakeview responded to a fire investigation. Rutherford responded to a power line fire. Sandy West responded to a vehicle fire. SDA responded to a motor vehicle accident. And Spindale responded to a power line fire. And that is all we have.
Thanks so much for the report. Hope you have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye-bye. 911 Communications report this morning, and just a reminder that the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department report and the 911 Communications report brought to you by the fine folks over at Jay's Discount Grocery.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
Ruby Taylor with us this morning live from the SDO Fire District. Ruby, good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Now that I'm back on the men getting around, I'm feeling a lot better.
You ought to see him jumping around over here, cutting cartwheels. He's good.
Well, I'm glad.
Ruby, I don't know who she's talking about, but it ain't me. What do you have for us, Ruby?
On my birthday count, well, the fire department had a vehicle accident, and on my birthday counter, I got Jeff McCraney, Reagan McCraney, Shirley Alley, and Iris Harden, and she is 99 years old today. And the signs are in the bowels today and tomorrow, and that's all I got.
Ruby, thanks so much for the report. Hope you have a good day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
You too, and
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Ruby Taylor with that report from the SDO Fire District. Let's know what's happening over in her neck of the woods over there in the Shiloh, Danieltown, Oakland area. That's over there on 221 with all them loop-de-wops and turnarounds and
I like that word,
U-turns
loop-de-wops.
and all that.
Where do you come up with these little words?
That just slipped out really.
A loop-de-wop.
A loop-de-wop. We was watching, me and my son were watching a show one day about a, if you've never seen the show Mountain Monsters, you really want to watch
the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherford.
Going next to the Chimney Rock Fire District, and Chris Melton with us live this morning. Chris, good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing great. How are y'all doing?
Man, I'm doing good. If I was any better, I couldn't stand myself. That's how good I am. Got anything going on up there this morning, Chris?
It's been a good day. It's so nice and pretty outside today. Got a good temperature to be outside and get stuff done early.
That's right.
Lake Forward Fire Department ran a tree down call yesterday, and honestly, that's it on the call reports.
All right, Chris. Hope you have a nice, quiet day again today, and keep everything straight up that way. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
I appreciate it.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Chris Melton with that report from the Chimney Rock Fire District, letting us know what's happening in the, I call it the upper part of the county. Now, I don't know if that's actually would be considered the upper part of the county, but I always think it's up in Lake Lure, or up in Chimney Rock, up in toward the mountains. You know what I'm talking about. Up in Chimney Rock, that area of the county. Nice and quiet up there. Of course, summer about to come to an end up there. It'll be Labor Day was the official end of, well, the unofficial end of summer. And I think when do we go into this fall? I don't remember. September 21st, maybe something like that. I don't know. Can't remember. Steve Ernest with us from the Trine Equestrian Center. Steve, I have to apologize to you, sir. I forgot you yesterday. I stepped right over you and never looked back.
Well, you know what? I was listening in, and You didn't need me yesterday. There's a lot of good conversation going on. I was enjoying it.
I got just carried away with what I was doing. I think what it was when Chris didn't answer the phone, I looked over and I saw DeVern next, and I just hit DeVern and I just went on. And then Tracy was like, during one of our commercial breaks, she was like, "We didn't call Steve." And I was like, "Oh, I forgot about that."
Well, hey, the good news is I wasn't the butt end of a joke yesterday, so there you go.
This is true. So is the 21st of September, is that when fall begins, or is that in November?
No, it's September.
That's what I was thinking.
November.
It was September.
Yeah, November is when we get our time change.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe
September.
That might be.
September, October, November, December, 3 months. And then December the 21st is when it'll change to winter. There we go. That's what it is. I know it's something like that.
I think I found a good compromise for you. I know you wanted the Halloween theme, scary house or whatever, haunted house. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Pumpkin spectacular.
There you go. But what we're going to do is one of our Saturday Night Lights themes will feature a lot of activities surrounding Halloween and the haunted stuff, and so there'll be a lot of characters out there to scare you if that's what you're looking for. We'll take care of that for you. We may be passing out some candy. I don't know.
I like that idea too.
There you go. That's always good, isn't it?
You remember when?
Yes, sir.
You remember when you were a kid and you went trick or treating? I don't know if you did, but I did. And there was always a house that you went to that you always got the bad candy. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the rocks? I used to get rocks. And
you knew which ones handed out the Snicker bars. You knew which one handed out the Reese cups. And that's the ones you want to concentrate on. I don't think any candy was per se bad, but there was like a cheap brand, like the Parmer, instead of Reese's. We give you the Parmer peanut butter cups. It's like, oh, come on, really?
Yeah, you were the kid, the toilet paper and the eggs, were you?
No, I never did that.
Okay, all right. I just checking.
I went to a house one year and the guy gave all the kids nickels.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I
That's
thought that
interesting.
I was like, okay, why would you give us a nickel?
Well, that's pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, back in that day, you could take a nickel up to the old newsstand and you could fill up it was a little small paper brown bag, and you could fill it full of candy for a nickel. So
so that wasn't you can't say that's a bad thing.
I mean, that was a good investment, I think. So
there you go. They're thinking about you. Maybe he didn't want his house egged, and that was his way to make sure that didn't happen. So that was a way to do it, to offset some of that stuff.
Could have been. Could have been.
Yeah. So we got a lot of great stuff coming up. I went to a planning meeting yesterday, and we got an oyster roast coming on our first Saturday Night Lights, which will be the 23rd. Actually, it'll be the Friday before that. And we got a laser drone show coming up. And we have a bunch of movies, Halloween-themed movies, Halloween and primarily Christmas-themed movies that are going to be on the Jumbotron during our Christmas Village events. And so, there's a lot coming on. We got a lot of activities that we're going to infuse into the Saturday Night Lights. We got about 6 or 7 of those coming up in October, November. So we're really looking forward to doing all those things. And also, I do want to mention the website for the CarolinaFoothillsChamber.com. They have got, that is an awesome website. They got a lot of activities. We want to partner with our folks in Polk County and just talk about some of the things that they're doing. So they have on the 23rd, they have a Feed the Foothills Festival, and it's big. They even hire folks to do parking. It's a pretty big annual event that they have. So come out and support those folks in Columbus and Tryon. And this website also caters to, or that they participate in like 4 towns: Columbus, Tryon, Saluda, and Landrum. So and I'm sure many other folks that are not in those townships that are within that reach, driving distance. They have a lot going on their website, so take a look at what they got, and all that Saturday you come out and go to that festival, and after the awards you can come to our Saturday Night Lights event, and you can't complain about there's nothing to do around here.
That's
in the fall, we got a lot going on.
That laser drone show you're talking about, that piqued my interest. I love the technology has advanced to the part where they can do these. Now, what he's talking about is they'll take there literally could be thousands of these little drones.
Yeah.
That have lights on them, and they can fly those things up in the air, and they can set them to sync, and they can do pictures. And all kind of stuff in the air, and they'll move around, and the lights will flash on. There'll be something. They'll turn into an American flag, or oh, it's crazy. And now you've added lasers to them.
So, yeah. And now I have to say that we're going to have to start charging for parking to offset some of our costs, because some of these events are very expensive.
I imagine that's not cheap.
So what this does also encourages people to carpool, right? It's only going to be one price for a car, right?
I mean, you buy a drone, you can go anywhere and get a drone for $50. But then you add lights to it. Well, then you add lasers to it.
I've never owned a drone.
Well, that's a good thing. You remember?
I want to do a shout out if I can.
Go ahead. Absolutely.
A couple of people have been faithful listeners to your show for a long time. Patty Gear and Sandra Duncan. They're going to kill me, but I want to do that anyway. So there you go.
We
they work with us at Tron.
We like faithful listeners.
And I know Sandra. I used to work with her at Tanner's. If that's the same
there
as Sandra.
Oh,
that's
see
the same one.
See,
that's the same one.
We're telling
them. She'll be calling me right after this.
I love that girl. She's
so there you go. Yeah, she is. She talks about the show quite frequently. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that shout out was done, and
well,
I hope my paycheck's good this year. we got a lot planned, and we're very excited about all. And I didn't even scrape the surface on some of the things that are coming that we talked about.
Oh yeah, we'll have to get to that
a lot coming.
A little closer to. We don't want to talk about Christmas too much right now. Not even.
Well, I heard y'all talking about it yesterday, so I was wrapping my presents.
Get with it. That's what all I can tell you. Well, Steve, we appreciate it, man. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you again tomorrow.
Okay, we'll be here.
Thanks. Bye-bye. You know that song, Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams? You know, he's not talking about Christmas right there. Because, no. He said, parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Now, he's talking about Halloween, and he's talking about Thanksgiving, and he's talking about Christmas. The most wonderful time of the year is this season coming up, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. That's what he's talking about in that. That's the most wonderful. And it's just not just about Christmas.
Christmas, right now is a good time to go do some Christmas shopping.
Anchor
down on Main Street in Forest City. Tammy just called me and she said she's got lots of merchandise. The entire store, all you can get in a bag for $5. Everything you can stuff in a bag for $5. She has also table lamps, 2 for $1. Nice lamps. The shade comes with it. The sale starts today from 9 to 1. She's open Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays from 9 to 1. Now, this does exclude antiques, jewelry, and the pet section. But she's got a whole lot of other things to make up for all that.
I start to say, you're not going to beat $5 a bag.
Oh, my goodness.
Stuff it in a bag.
Anything you can get in a bag for $5.
There you go.
So you go by to Anchor Down, and she is located on right smack dab in Main Street, Forest City.
Right there in the old Heads Bike and Key building beside where Trier Video used to be. Go see Anchor Down, and be glad you did. Continuing our call-around report this morning. I'm going to check in with DeVern Upton after this.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
DeVern Upton with us from the Ball Stig Fire District. DeVern, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I hope you are.
Oh, yeah, doing good. Hanging in there. We're going to make it just fine.
Going to make it. Okay, here in Boston, we have a temperature of 66 degrees. Fire department responded to a power line. Food boxes will be given out at Chase Ministry today off the Chase Highway from 9 to 10:30. Don't forget to go by the drop-in here in Boston on Boston Sunshine Highway and check their deli and meat department out. Then going up to Washington Store and check all their items out. Each one of those delicious sandwiches made. And then come back down to Boston Florist and get you fall floor arrangements. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day.
DeVern, you do the same. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Okay,
thanks. Bye-bye. DeVern Upton with that report from the Ball Stig Fire District. Let us know.
And Todd, let me say real fast. Anchor Down is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday, 9 to 1.
Anchor Down. Well, folks, I want to tell you about a place. If you've not stopped by, I want you to go there and check it out. I'm talking about Scrappy's Food and Fuel Convenience Store, located on U.S. Highway 221 South in Forest City. That's where the Children's Truck Stop used to be, down that way. They've got some of the most delicious food anywhere around, from breakfast biscuits to a lunch all-beef hot dog basket, hand-breaded chicken tenders. They've got healthy salad. You won't be disappointed. Got a clean, spacious store with friendly staff. Stop in and meet Scott and Colleen. Cafe is open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. until 2 p.m., and the store is open Monday through Friday, 7 until 9, and Sundays, 8 until 8. They also have U-Haul rentals available, and call-ins are always welcome. 828-229-3313 for a call-in. Scrappy's Food and Fuel, everything you need in one place. Go see them, and you will not be disappointed. Robbie Samuel with us from the Mount Vernon Fire District. Robbie, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are y'all?
Good morning.
Doing good.
Robbie?
Doing good.
Floyd?
Yeah.
Is your name Floyd Roberts?
Yep.
Floyd Robert, okay.
Floyd Robert.
Yep.
Floyd Robert.
I like that.
I like it too. I like those old names like that.
Yeah, I do too.
So is your son named after you?
Well, Quentin, Quentin has the Floyd, and Tyson, he has the Robert.
Oh, okay.
I never had no juniors. Didn't want none of that. So.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was when we Karen found out she was pregnant. We started talking about, we had two names picked out for a girl. If for a girl or a boy. If it was a girl, it was going to be Morgan Riley. And then if it was a boy, of course, it was going to be Canyon Chase. But I wanted Mose. I thought that was the coolest name. I love Mose.
You know, I never thought about Tracy Jr. Why can't the women have the juniors? You know, we're the one that carry them.
Hey, nowadays you can do whatever you want to be.
I was going to say, you can do whatever you want.
Whatever you want to be.
All right.
Tracy Jr. Yeah, I should go back and name Brittany.
If you can name your child Moon, you can name your child anything you want.
That's right. Mose.
Mose. I like Mose.
Moses. Is that kind of short for Moses?
Nope. Just it's an old family name that I came across in some genealogy. I was M-O-S-E, Mose.
Huh.
And I was like, that's cool.
Well,
she let me pick the first name, and she picked the second name. And on the girl, she picked the first name, and I picked the second name.
Well,
so we didn't have a Morgan Riley, but we did have a Canyon Chase. And I got Canyon from a friend of mine. His name was actually Chris Kluxartis. He was a professional wrestler back in the day, and I knew him. And he went by the ring name of Chris Canyon. Well, later on, he just went by Canyon, K-A-N-Y-O-N. And I always thought that was a cool name.
Yeah.
And I told him one time, I said, I'm gonna name my son Canyon. And he's like, oh, if you do, I want to meet him. And
I want to meet him.
So he was born, and at the age of 4 years, before I could get back in touch with Chris Kluxartis, he killed himself.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was pretty
that's
tragic.
awful.
But yeah, he was suffering from depression and had a lot of stuff going on. Overdosed. But, yeah, sad story. But, yeah, that's where I got the name Canyon from. And
Yeah.
What's funny is the same year he was born, the GMC Canyon pickup truck came out. So you're named after a truck or a wrestler, whichever.
There you go.
It don't matter.
Man, they must have liked the name of the truck then, huh?
Who you named after, Robbie?
Well, the Floyd came from my grandpa, and Robert came from Mama and Ima Jean's brother, who passed away. So,
Oh.
yeah, so that's how I ended up with that, and so, but I do like the Floyd name. I think it's really neat. I always thought my grandpa's middle name was always neat too. It was Riddle. It's Floyd Riddle.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
Cool name.
Floyd Riddle.
Yeah, that is cool. I like that. But you know what everybody thinks of when they hear Floyd? And you know what that is. Floyd's Barbershop.
Floyd's Barbershop. That's right.
I should have just went, you know what, I guess I missed I should have just went and tried to be a barber, shouldn't I?
You can still do it.
Shoot, Lord have mercy. I
Talking
don't
old
know.
Thad Harrell up there, he might, or is it Thad Harrell? Thad Hill.
No, Thad Hill,
Thad
yeah.
Hill. Talk to Thad Hill up there. He might train you up in the arts
Yeah.
of the barber, and then you can be Floyd the barber.
Just run over at Walmart, pick you up some of those little shears, those little trimmers or whatever. I guarantee you a lot of people learned how to cut hair during the when everybody was stuck together.
The pandemic.
Pandemic. Yeah, the pandemic.
A lot of those guys at the fire department did.
Yeah.
They took turns cutting each other's hair. Hey, it worked out, though. You get shaggy. I don't like all that long hair.
Yeah, I
can't
know.
stand it.
Yeah.
It gets too hot and sweaty. I don't know. But that's just me.
No,
I'm not used to it.
I think it does look like it would get kind of hot.
Yeah, that's for sure. But speaking of that, I know you was talking about fall weather a while ago. I did look on the calendar for you. It is the 23rd of this month.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be on a Saturday. I
Wow.
can't tell you what time, but
It's coming.
that's when fall begins. So I'm looking forward to that, too.
The official first day of fall.
Everything starts at 12 o'clock. No, it's 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Or 5 o'clock for some people, yeah.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
Whatever time
That's right.
whatever time anybody wants it to be, there you go. It's what it is.
That's exactly right. That's right. But I don't really have a whole lot to announce. I mean, y'all, Hudlow had a power line fire yesterday and a medical call, and Roston, we kept her low to the ground yesterday. We didn't turn a wheel yesterday, so hopefully don't bite us in the hind end. It seems like it does sometimes. When it gets quiet, it's always the calm before the storm. So
That's true.
hopefully that's not the case this time. But other than that, that's all I got going on. I want to think they was supposed to be, and I think I missed it. The Fab Fest was last week, and September 15th, that'll be this Friday. So they'll have a movie in the park. And from what I see on the calendar, that's the last movie of the year. So if you want to go to the movies in the park, this Friday will be your last one, unless they do a different one in October for Halloween or something. But
So are they done with the Fab Fest? Is that over?
Fab Fest, there's still one more in October.
I
so
still got one more
October
chance.
27th.
One more time. She's going to be at that one, I promise.
I promise.
Yeah.
I'm going. I swear I'm going to this one. I mean it.
No, she really won't.
Yeah. I don't guess you made the last one then.
I'm gonna
did
make
you,
Todd go.
Tracy?
Me and Todd, we're gonna go together.
He'll make us go together.
Go get Karen. We'll all go.
We'll all go to the Fab Fest.
Yep. I guess, and then of course our festival, y'all be there, the October the 7th. That'll just be a few weeks from now. So.
Oh, can't wait for
It'll
that.
be
That's going to be a good time on Main Street in Rolfton. I look forward to that.
Oh, I'm
We won't
excited.
be far from you. We'll be just down the street out, which I'll be around and about. We, quite a few of us is on the planning committee of that festival, so it's been planned, started last year after that festival, so it's kind of, hopefully it'll be big this year, and folks really enjoy to get out and go to the Hilltop Festival. I know I hear a lot of good feedback for that festival, so. But other than that, that's all I got going on. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all's day, and we're halfway there. It's Wednesday.
Yes,
so.
we are. We
All
need
right,
a
Robbie.
halfway song. We need a Wednesday halfway. We're almost there. Todd.
Well,
you need to work on that.
Finally Wednesday. Is that what?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to get back on your Finally Friday kick.
Oh, that's coming. I'm telling you, that's coming Friday, boys. Well, I can't wait to hear it.
I love to hear that song start up. It just melts my heart.
Me too. Yeah, you got to play it loud and proud when you play that song on Friday, don't you?
All right, Robbie, we appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you again tomorrow.
Sounds good. Y'all do as well. Take
Thanks.
care.
Take care.
Robbie Samuel with that report from the Mount Vernon Fire District. We're going to move straight over to Sue Price, see if we can get a hold of her this morning over in the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District over in Sue Price over there around the Washburn Store area. We'll tell you about Washburn Store here coming up in just a few minutes.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you about all the good stuff at Washburn Store. Good morning, Sue. How you doing?
Doing good. Hope you are.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, sweet
complain this morning. Looks like it's cloudy outside. I thought it was clear when
yeah,
I come
it is
in.
a little bit, isn't it? I guess it'll fade off after a while. Maybe the sun pop out.
Maybe so. Sue, anything going on over there this morning?
Well, not that I know of. It's just quiet this morning. We had that bad thunderstorm yesterday, but it didn't last long. But it was a lot of noise while it was here. But let's see. I have no calls from the fire department. Don't have anything on the Duncans Creek Church calendar for today. No birthdays or anniversaries. On my personal calendar, I've got an anniversary for Jim and Debbie Stackleather, so I hope they'll have a good day today. And let's see, Fairview, they don't have anything for today, no birthdays or anniversaries. So not too many celebrating that I know, but we hope anybody's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day on their special day and enjoy it. And I don't have any announcements, hadn't had anything come through, so it's just quiet and calm over here. We're just looking for a good day, and I hope y'all will have one.
Well, thank you so much, Sue. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Have a good one, sweet lady.
Sue Price with that report from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. Folks, Washburn's General Store, let me tell you, if you have never been to Washburn's General Store, you are missing out on a gem hidden over there in Washburn, the Sunshine area, over that way. That's the oldest store in the world. Probably not the world. Oldest store in the United States.
Good. It sounded good, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. That store's been around since the 1800s. Can you believe that?
It's a long time.
That's 100 and something years. That's a long time. Washburn General Store always has beautiful things to check out and enjoy. They've got some birdhouses made right here in North Carolina, made from cedar, pine, or poplar wood. They've got old-fashioned games like chess, checkers, Tinker toys. I remember them. And you can enjoy the last days of summer with some homemade ice cream from the Seesaw Hill Dairy Farm, the only dairy farm in North Carolina. They've got vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, peach, and they've got those Corinthian bell wind chimes made in Virginia in stock, ready to go. They've got Amish popcorn. They have a new shake and popcorn with long handles for open fire. Pop your popcorn and have it right there by the fireside. And, of course, all the regular items you'll find over at Washburn Store. Stop in and see Ann, Catherine, Casey, Rita, or Debbie. They look forward to helping you find just what you're looking for on the Ballstick Sunshine Highway in Ballstick. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 until 4:30. Saturday, 9:30 until 3. Give them a call. 245-4129. Washburn Store. Go see them.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton.
Tina White with us from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. Tina, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Feeling a lot better this morning. I've had my coffee and can talk a little clearer, I hope. Hope you sound a little better.
Oh, yeah.
You do sound clear.
It is a beautiful smoky morning up here this morning. It looks like I'm in the Smoky Mountains, but I know it's just fog.
Oh.
But it's pretty.
We can pretend.
It is pretty up here. Yeah, we can. So the fire department had one medical call yesterday, and we have birthdays today for Miss Darlene White, Larry Manuel, Rebecca Walker, and Wendell Mass. I hope all of these have a wonderful birthday. For announcements, the Remnant Revival still going on at Crestview. It's not the last night. Crestview Baptist Church, all the county churches are invited. And tonight's speaker will be Casey Stockton, who is the pastor at Piney Knob Baptist Church. So come on out at 6:30 to 8. And mark your calendars a little bit ahead for October 16th at 7 p.m. There will be a Shingle Hollow Fire District community meeting. It's going to be held at the White House Community Center. And they're going to be discussing ways to decrease the high home and property insurance cost. So, I know everyone likes to save money, so plan on being there October 16th at 7 p.m. And I think that's all I've got this morning.
All right, Tina, we appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Y'all have a wonderful day, too.
You too. Thanks.
You too.
Bye-bye. Tina White with that report from the Shingle Hollow Fire District. Good morning. Donna Jones checking in with us this morning on the YouTube there. Good morning, Donna. Don't remember seeing her name in the chat before. Good to have you along with us.
Welcome to our world.
Welcome to the world of Classic 101. Todd and Tracy Morning Show in full swing as we do every morning. And let's move over and let's hear about the fine folks at Crow's Mortuary.
It's a family tradition, caring for your family at a time of sorrow and need. Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services, owned and operated by the Crow family, has been a part of our community for over 65 years. They've been recognized for the highest level of professional service. Crow's pinpoints every service detail to ensure your family has the best service possible. Any questions, call the staff at Crow's 286-2304. They'll be happy to speak with you about pre-funeral needs as well. Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services, 118 College Avenue, Rutherford, or visit them at www.crowmortuary.com.
7:48 on this Wednesday morning. We're going to Brenda Kelly, Queen of the Wild Frontier.
I don't know about that.
You're special this morning, Brenda. He sung to you this morning.
He's feeling his oats this morning, ain't he?
I ain't done this for 3 or 4 weeks. I'm ready to get back at it.
I know it.
I'm ready to get back in here and have
You got to get caught up.
I got out of the swing of things.
That's right.
I got behind. Monday was I don't think we had a good show Monday because
we were dragging Monday.
Yeah, we were dragging. Now that I got back into it, we good to go.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
It takes about Wednesday.
I was at work yesterday and I brought up a subject that I had a video I had seen while I was out, and Mark looked at me and he's like, "We had that conversation 2 weeks ago." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I've been out of the loop."
Been laid up for, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah,
Oh, gosh, he really has.
2.5, 3 weeks. Yeah, that was a long time. I don't recommend getting cellulitis.
And it all come from just a little scratch on your leg, right?
I remember stepping in the building. I stepped across something and I scraped the back of my leg, and I thought, "Golly, that hurt." And I looked, it just broke the skin.
And that's where that came from.
It didn't bleed, and then it
kidding.
set up an infection in that little cut.
Wow.
And what was funny was the cut healed.
Yeah.
The cut healed and was gone.
Yeah, but the germ was
But the germ was still in my cells.
That's kind of scary if you think about it, how that works, isn't it?
Crazy.
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
Just that quick.
Yeah. You just don't ever know. I know my oldest grandson, he was hunting one time and scratched his thumb on a briar. And next thing he knowed, he was in the hospital having the fatty part. They done surgery on his thumb 3 days in a row to save his thumb. He's got his thumb, but it's flat.
Wow.
And he had what you had, Todd.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works. I've had it done one other time before. I had cellulitis several years ago. I got bit by a horsefly.
Mm-hmm.
Our neighbors had cows.
Yeah.
You know what horseflies love.
Yeah.
So I imagine he was over there on a nice pile.
Wow.
And flew right across the yard to my leg and decided to bite me.
Goodness.
And
he said, "Oh, this looks good. Let me have it for lunch."
Of course, and that's how the infection set up in that leg. Got bit by a horsefly. So
it don't take much to, and you be laid up like you was for 2 or 3 weeks.
It ain't no fun, I'm telling you.
No. Now, did you run a high fever?
The first night I ran almost 104.2 temperature. When I went home,
that's
when I went
high.
home from work on Tuesday, is when my temperature went up, and it went on throughout the night and the evening. And Karen woke me up at 2:00 in the morning because she said I was hurting. I was groaning.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Do you need to go to the hospital, or you need to go to the hospital?" And I was like, I didn't even argue with her. I said, "Well, let's go."
I said, get me there quick.
I said, "Let's go." And she'd already give me medicine, Tylenol, ibuprofen. None of that was breaking my fever. But they gave me something at the hospital that sure broke it, boy. And just in a couple of minutes, I was burning up.
I guess so.
I was hot.
That high, yeah.
I was
That's
like,
dangerous.
"Geez."
My
That's
goodness.
dangerous, yeah.
I went from
But we're
cold
glad
to
you're
hot.
better.
Yeah,
Real
I know.
quick.
Now I'm sitting here worried about a horsefly.
That's probably one in a million.
Well, you never know.
Never
Never know.
Brenda, what you got for us this morning?
Well, let's see. I've got 62 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays, any anniversaries, but I was gone all last week, and last Wednesday on the 6th was Rachel Green's birthday, and she's from here in Union Mills, and she was 106 years old, and because I was gone, I didn't get to say that. So
By golly, happy birthday on that. What an
Goodness.
accomplishment.
she needs to celebrate every day of the year, don't
She
I'd
sure
say,
does.
she
That's
just needs to-
awesome.
from here on out, she needs to have a birthday party every day.
Wow.
That's exactly right. And then in ways of announcements, Friday, September 15th, Junior Mills Learning Center, 6 p.m. Chicken sandwich meal costs $6, 7 p.m. Polk County line, there's no admission, but they do have a tip jar for the band. And so far, that's all I got going on. So I guess you better truck on down to Ellenburg and see if Luther Sweet Thing's doing okay.
We're going to do that, Brenda. Have a good day.
Catch you later.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Going down to Luther Gillikin down in Ellenborough, see if we can get a hold of Mr. Sweet Thing himself. He's be
Sweet
live
Thing
with a
Gillikin.
biscuit in one hand, a coffee in the other, and I don't know how he's holding the phone.
I don't either. He
We
must-
just have to go witness how he's holding a coffee and a biscuit and a phone.
And a
in one
phone
hand.
all in one time.
And eating it the whole time.
Yep, I'm sandwich and a cup of coffee and the telephone. Talk to an old friend.
Luther, anything going on down there? Anything going on down there this morning?
Not much going on, just me and Tom sitting here talking.
Well, good morning, Tom.
Green, that is.
Oh.
He said they said tell you good morning.
Oh, Lordy.
Well,
be
good
careful.
morning.
Be careful. Tom's on the telefibber, too.
Yep, I'm teaching him how to drink coffee.
Well, there you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Don't think he needs much instruction.
Yep.
He's been drinking coffee for a long time.
That's right. He
That's
sure
right.
has.
That's right. Well, tell Tom we said good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
He said make sure to tell you good morning. He said good morning to you too. It's quiet there, not a whole lot going. The fire department only had one call about 2:30 this morning when it was just a Cleveland County instructor, but they got there, it was just somebody burning the stump in the yard. And they turned around, come back, and went back to bed. You two have a great day up there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Luther, thanks so much for the report. Have a good day.
All right, take care now.
Bye-bye. Luther Gillikin with that report from the Ellenborough Fire District. Well, folks, let me tell you about Granny B's. They're our sponsor for the morning birthdays and the birthday winner. Birthday winner gets a box of Petafores, which is really good.
That is, it's really little cakes. If nobody knows what a pedophore is, they are delicious.
It's a little cake.
It's a little
It's a
cake
little cake.
wrapped in that delicious icing.
That's right. You can enjoy a fresh, delicious orange twist as well. Long John, cream-filled donut. Get that original glazed donuts. Or for lunch, you can stop in and order a fresh salad or a delicious Granny B's sub sandwiches. Granny B's does beautiful cakes for showers, weddings, birthdays, or any occasion that you need a cake. If you'd rather have those delicious Petafores, you can get those instead. Granny B's hours are Tuesday through Friday, 9 until 7, Saturday, 9 until 6. Call them at 286-9012, located 322 West Main Street. in Spindale. If you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary today, give me a call, 287-3356. We'll have a party in your honor coming up in just a few moments and give away a box of Pettifours.
Cheryl, have you been to the Homeworks Design Center inside Henson Building Materials in Forest City?
Oh, yes! Shana, David, and William are incredible at designing kitchen and bath cabinetry for my new she shed.
Your what?
And they have a full line of windows and doors on display in their 5,000 square foot showroom. And they'll install any ones you pick out for me.
Oh, you're too good to me.
I know! With selling and installing, it's basically one-stop shopping.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
Happy birthday today to James Bolyard, 62 years old. He works over at Parker Hannafin, celebrating a birthday today, so happy birthday, James. Hope you have many, many more. Birthdays and events throughout history today on this day in 1857. Oh, wait, Tracy's got one more. She's going to run it right back here. Oh, well, phone's ringing again. Birthdays throughout history on this date in 1857, Milton Hershey was born. Everybody knows who Milton Hershey is, the chocolate tycoon. He passed away in 1945, but today is his birthday. 1911, Dr. Bill Monroe. I think he was the king of the bluegrass, wasn't he? Bill Monroe passed away in 1996. In 1916, Roald Dahl was born. He was the one that wrote the Willy Wonka books. Died in 1990. 1948, Nell Carter. You remember Nell Carter from Give Me a Break?
Sure do.
She passed away in 2003. In 1969, Tyler Perry was born. This was a big day in 1965. On this day in 1965, the Beatles released the song Yesterday. The Beatles also won their first Grammy on this day in 1965. And in 1965, the Today Show was broadcast in color for the first time. Imagine that, going from black and white to color.
I know, yeah, that's just a whole different world.
In 1969, I know you've watched this. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Premieres on CBS. It was those kids, those Blaine. I would have got away with it if it hadn't been for them meddling kids.
Those meddling kids.
See there. 1974, the first broadcast of the Rockford Files. And in 1977, GM introduces the first diesel automobile, the Oldsmobile 88. And I think my dad had one of those, honestly. Today is National Bald is Beautiful Day.
Oh.
I don't qualify for that. Today is National Peanut Day, Positive Thinking Day, and today is Uncle Sam Day.
Well,
Uncle Sam was modeled after Sam Wilson,
Sam.
I think it was, and today was Uncle Sam's birthday.
Well, happy birthday, old Uncle Sam.
Also celebrating a birthday today, Darlene Uten works at Rutherford Hospital, Donna Huffman, Randy Edward, and Luther Gilbert. Our winner for today is James Bolyard, 62 years old. Congratulations, James. You are the winner of the Pettifours. Compliments of WCAB and Granny's Bakery. We're going to see if we can get a hold of Wayne Rollins right quick over at Wayne's Lunchbox. See if he'll talk with us this morning. If not, we'll just have to move on and do other things this morning. We got a Wayne's. We can talk about Wayne's. Yep, don't believe Wayne's going to answer this morning, but we will tell you about Wayne's Lunchbox.
I stopped by and talked to Wayne the other day, and I said, Wayne, we hadn't been able to get a hold of you in a few days. Are you just not talking to us? And he said he'd been so busy.
Oh, I can imagine.
He said they have had so many catering positions. So I said we'd forgive him.
Well, folks, enjoy Wayne's Lunchbox. You can go there Monday through Thursday with all your homemade favorites that are sure to please even the picky eaters. You can enjoy burgers, salads, sandwiches, meats, veggies, open Monday through Thursday, 11 until 2, supper 3 until 7. Wayne's Lunchbox also has a great catering service from budget, traditional to elaborate, whatever your taste is. Wayne can provide you all you need for a perfect event. They're located at 391 East Main Street in Spindale. Call Wayne or call the store at 395-2225. That's Wayne's Lunchbox over in Spindale. Well, that's going to wrap up our Wednesday morning show for you right here. It's been wonderful being here with you. We enjoy our time we spend with you each morning. You know, like we said, October is going to bring about some big changes around here. We'll keep you notified. Join us at the Oktoberfest coming up October the 7th, and you'll know all about it. You can stop by and give us a big old hug. Maybe if you want to kiss me on the cheek, I guess that'll be okay. I really don't know how I feel about that.
We might dance around in the street with you.
We'll hand out. What is it? We'll shake babies and kiss hands. That's not right. We'll shake hands and kiss
I don't want to go to prison. We're not going to shake a baby.
Folks, be good. Be good to each other. It'll all come back around to you, I promise. Have a wonderful Wednesday.